Imagine a world where simple remedies hold powerful secrets. Old doctors believed this deeply. They mixed rosemary and honey not for taste, but for healing. They trusted plants, roots, and natural foods. They observed people recover without strong drugs. Today, science slowly confirms some of these beliefs. Modern studies now show how rosemary and honey together can affect the brain, heart, skin, and even digestion. In this video, we walk step by step through 15 health problems that this mix may help. We do not promise miracles. We look at science. We connect wisdom with facts. We keep it simple, clear, and practical. Let us start with the first and perhaps the most fascinating area: your brain. Rosemary is famous for memory. Ancient cultures used it in rituals for remembrance. But now, research confirms that rosemary contains carnosic acid. This compound protects brain cells from damage. In one study, carnosic acid activated pathways that fight oxidative stress in brain tissue. Honey is no less powerful. It holds antioxidants like flavonoids and phenolic acids. Some types of honey even reduce the buildup of amyloid beta, a toxic protein linked to Alzheimer's disease. When combined, rosemary and honey may improve memory, protect neurons, and even slow down cognitive decline. For seniors, this really is a sign of hope. For younger adults, it's all about prevention. Just imagine, you could have clearer thinking, a sharper memory, and a calmer mood, all from this simple natural mix. But, brain health isn't the only promise here. Let's talk about inflammation and pain for a moment. Arthritis, stiff joints, and those chronic aches trouble so many people. Rosemary has actually been studied for its anti-inflammatory effects. In clinical trials, rosemary extracts have reduced markers of inflammation, like cytokines. They've even acted as mild pain relievers. And honey, well, it's anti-inflammatory too. It lowers nitric oxide production and helps reduce swelling in tissues. When you use rosemary and honey together, they may help calm joint pain and reduce stiffness. Now, this is not instant relief like you'd get from a pain pill. It's gradual, gentle, but it's real. Taken daily, it may support comfort and mobility, especially in older adults. Next comes immunity. Old doctors always believed honey and herbs kept people safe from infections. Science supports this. Rosemary has antimicrobial powers. It can stop the growth of harmful bacteria, like Staphylococcus aureus, and even drug-resistant strains like MRSA. It also fights fungi such as Candida albicans. Honey, famous for wound healing, is also strongly antibacterial. Its low pH, hydrogen peroxide release, and rich antioxidants make it hostile to microbes. Together, rosemary and honey act as a shield. They may help prevent infections, fight colds, and speed up recovery. In a time when antibiotic resistance is rising, natural antimicrobial support is valuable. Now let us talk about digestion. Indigestion, bloating, and gas affect many people daily. Rosemary relaxes the stomach muscles and reduces spasms. Studies show it helps with dyspepsia and bloating. Honey supports digestion differently. It is prebiotic, meaning it feeds good bacteria in the gut. These bacteria support bowel health and immunity. When rosemary and honey combine, they soothe the stomach, reduce acidity, and support smooth digestion. A warm tea with this mix can calm after a heavy meal. It is gentle, but effective. Respiratory health is another strong area. Honey is already recommended by doctors for coughs and sore throats, especially in children over 1 year old. In fact, in some studies, honey worked better than common cough syrups. Rosemary adds another layer. It opens airways, reduces inflammation in the throat, and has antimicrobial actions. Mixing them creates a natural syrup for colds, coughs, and throat irritation. It is not just comfort. It is science-backed soothing. The heart is the core of health, and both rosemary and honey have something to offer here. In one human trial, Consuming natural honey for 30 days improved markers linked to cardiovascular disease. Honey reduced bad cholesterol and improved antioxidant status. Rosemary supports circulation by reducing oxidative stress and relaxing blood vessels. Together, they may support healthy blood pressure, cholesterol balance, and overall heart vitality. For seniors, this means better circulation and less strain on the heart. And for younger people, it means prevention. Blood sugar is another concern. Many fear honey because it is sweet. But, actually, research shows honey may improve blood sugar balance compared to refined sugar. It has a lower glycemic impact. It also provides antioxidants that protect against diabetic complications. Rosemary, too, helps here. In animal studies, rosemary extracts improved insulin sensitivity and reduced LDL cholesterol. Together, they may support blood sugar control. Still, people with diabetes should be cautious, but small amounts can be safer than processed sugar. Skin and wound healing is where honey shines brightest. Medical-grade honey is already used in hospitals for burns and chronic wounds. It speeds healing, reduces infection, and calms inflammation. Rosemary supports this with antifungal and antibacterial activity. Applied together as a paste, or consumed internally, they may help skin glow, reduce acne, and even speed healing of minor cuts. This makes rosemary and honey a natural skincare remedy. Mental calm and focus are essential in our fast world. Inhaling rosemary has been shown to improve mood, concentration, and alertness. In clinical tests, people exposed to rosemary aroma performed better on memory tasks and reported feeling more awake. Honey supports this indirectly. It stabilizes blood sugar, which reduces mood swings and brain fog. It also reduces inflammation in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. Together, rosemary and honey help clear the mind, improve mood, and promote focus. They are natural brain tonics. What about hair and beauty? Rosemary has long been used in hair oils and shampoos. It stimulates blood flow to the scalp, which supports hair growth. It may also reduce dandruff and dryness. Honey is a natural humectant. It locks in moisture. Applied to hair and scalp, honey softens and nourishes. When used together, rosemary and honey create a natural conditioner and growth booster. They also improve skin texture, reduce dryness, and, provide a healthy glow. Antioxidants are really vital for health. They protect against free radicals that cause aging and disease. Rosemary is rich in rosmarinic acid, carnosol, and carnosic acid. These are strong antioxidants. Honey, even though it's present in small amounts, still provides phenolic compounds that help fight oxidative stress. Both together offer a daily antioxidant shield. Now, they may not cure cancer, but studies show honey slows tumor growth in lab animals, while rosemary reduces DNA damage. So this is all about prevention and long-term protection. Anxiety and sleep are, honestly, major struggles today. Rosemary has calming effects. It reduces cortisol, which is the stress hormone, and improves relaxation. Honey, when taken before bed, stabilizes liver glycogen, and that prevents the brain from waking up in the middle of the night. Honey also soothes the throat, which is why it's often used in bedtime teas. Together, rosemary and honey support restful sleep, reduce stress, and calm anxiety. They nurture mind and body balance. The liver is a silent worker. It filters toxins and supports digestion. Rosemary honey is known in folk medicine as a liver tonic. Some reports say it supports uric acid control and liver detox. Rosemary itself is protective against oxidative liver damage. Together, they may lighten the liver's burden, supporting smoother digestion and better detoxification. This makes them especially useful for people who face daily stress, processed foods, or alcohol. All right, let's dive into energy and vitality. Honey, is like an instant energy source. Athletes, for instance, use it as a natural fuel before their workouts. It provides glucose and fructose, which release slowly and steadily, keeping that energy flowing. And then there's rosemary, honey, which is considered a tonic. It really helps in restoring energy, especially during times of weakness, fatigue, or recovery. Together, these elements act as a daily vitality booster. Seniors might feel a bit stronger. Younger adults could find themselves more focused. And, well, everyone might just feel a little less tired. So, we now move forward. You've learned about 15 health problems that rosemary and honey may help with. But knowing is not quite enough, is it? You must also know how to use it. You see, old doctors didn't just talk about it. They prepared mixtures with care, using simple methods. Today, we can do the same. Let us explore how to prepare rosemary and honey, how to consume it, how to apply it, and how to stay safe. We will also see what science says about proper use, and how to set real expectations. Because real healing is not about instant miracles. It is about consistent care, slow changes, and safe practice. The first step is preparation. You do not need complex tools. You only need fresh rosemary, dried rosemary, or pure rosemary honey. If you can get fresh rosemary sprigs, wash them well. Remove dirt, dust, or pesticide residue. Chop them into small pieces. If you use dried rosemary, make sure it is high quality with a strong fragrance. Old doctors often infused rosemary into honey. To do this, take a glass jar. Fill 1/3 with chopped rosemary. Pour raw honey over it until the jar is full. Close the lid tightly. Let it sit for 2 to 3 weeks. The honey will absorb the oils and compounds from rosemary. This creates a powerful infusion. If you want a quicker option, mix 1 teaspoon of rosemary powder or finely chopped leaves into 1 tablespoon of raw honey. Stir well. Use immediately in warm water or tea. The key is simplicity. No boiling, no high heat. Heat destroys enzymes in honey and active compounds in rosemary. Always keep the preparation gentle. Now, how do you consume it? Old doctors gave clear rules. A small amount, regularly, is better than a large amount sometimes. Science agrees. Studies on honey show that 1 to 2 tablespoons daily are safe and beneficial. That equals about 20 to 40 grams. More than that may add excess sugar. For rosemary, human studies often use between 1 to 3 grams daily in extracts or teas. That is equal to about 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary. So, the safe dose is simple. 1 tablespoon of honey with a teaspoon of rosemary once or twice daily. Morning and evening are the best times. In the morning, it boosts digestion, energy, and clarity. In the evening, it calms nerves, supports sleep, and heals overnight. Consistency matters. A week may bring some comfort, but long-term use brings better results. Safety is very important. Honey is safe for adults and children over 1 year. But never give honey to infants under 12 months. Their gut is not developed enough. It may cause botulism, a dangerous condition. People with diabetes must be careful. Honey is natural, but it still raises blood sugar. Use only a teaspoon daily and monitor sugar levels. Pregnant women should avoid large amounts of rosemary. It may trigger uterine contractions. Those on blood-thinning medicines should be careful too. Rosemary can slightly thin the blood. Always consult a doctor if you take medications or have chronic conditions. Topical use is also safe, but always do a patch test first. Some people may get skin irritation from rosemary oils. If redness or itching appears, wash it off immediately. The golden rule is this: natural remedies are safe, but still powerful. Respect them, use them carefully, and they will help you. So, what should you expect? Too often people think 1 dose will fix everything. That is not how natural healing works. Think of it like watering a plant. You water it daily. Slowly it grows. Slowly it flowers. In the same way, rosemary and honey nourish the body. For digestion or cough, you may see effects in days. For joint pain or sleep, you may notice changes in weeks. For memory or heart health, it may take months. Studies show that antioxidant effects, cholesterol changes, and brain improvements often need weeks to months of regular use, so patience is key. Old doctors knew this. They never promised fast miracles. They spoke of steady improvements. Science agrees. Long-term use brings the best results. Let us now talk about topical uses. Honey is already used in hospitals for wounds. Doctors apply medical-grade honey on burns, ulcers, and infections. It speeds up healing by reducing inflammation, killing bacteria, and keeping the wound moist. Rosemary also has topical benefits. It fights fungi like Candida and bacteria like Staphylococcus. It also increases circulation when applied to skin. Together, rosemary and honey can be applied as a paste for skin problems. For hair, mix rosemary-infused honey with olive oil. Apply to the scalp. Leave for 15 minutes. Wash off. This can reduce dandruff, support hair growth, and improve shine. Old doctors often rubbed rosemary oil into scalps. Mixing with honey adds nourishment and moisture. Science supports these topical actions. A review published in the Journal of Wound Care showed that honey reduces infection and speeds wound closure. Another study in the Journal of Applied Microbiology showed rosemary extracts stop fungi and bacteria from growing. Together, they make a natural disinfectant and healer. This is why old doctors trusted them. Not because of magic, but because they saw wounds heal faster and infections calm down. Now let us look deeper into science. Rosemary contains compounds like rosmarinic acid, carnosol, and carnosic acid. These are antioxidants. They protect cells from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is linked to heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and aging. Honey contains flavonoids like quercetin, galangin, and chrysin. These also fight oxidative damage. When combined, they may lower the risk of chronic diseases. Studies in animals show rosemary reduces LDL cholesterol and raises HDL. Honey improves endothelial function, the health of blood vessel linings. Both lower inflammation in arteries. This supports heart health. In another study, honey consumption reduced markers of liver stress. Rosemary also protected livers from chemical damage in rats. Together, they may support liver detox, better cholesterol balance, and healthy blood flow. This is not theory. These are results shown in multiple research papers. Mental health is another important field. Rosemary inhalation improved memory recall in human tests. Students who smelled rosemary before exams performed better. Honey reduced anxiety in animal models. It increased levels of serotonin, the happy chemical. Together, rosemary and honey may improve mood, focus, and calmness. Imagine drinking rosemary honey tea before bedtime. You feel calmer. You sleep better. Your brain repairs itself at night. You wake up fresh. This is small, but powerful. Let us also see energy and stamina. Athletes use honey as a pre-workout fuel. It provides glucose quickly, but releases energy steadily. This prevents crashes. Rosemary stimulates circulation and reduces fatigue. In one study, rosemary essential oil reduced mental fatigue in workers. So, rosemary with honey can boost both physical and mental energy. Seniors may feel more active. Younger adults may feel less tired during long work hours. This is not coffee energy. It is calm, steady, sustainable. So, how can you add this to daily life? There are many ways. For your morning routine, try 1 teaspoon of rosemary honey in warm water. This prepares digestion, boosts immunity, and wakes the mind. In the afternoon, you can add it to tea. This helps avoid that post-lunch sleepiness. In the evening, take 1 teaspoon before bed. This calms, reduces coughs, and supports sleep. You can also use it in cooking. Add rosemary honey to salad dressings, spread it on toast, or stir it into yogurt. It's natural and tasty. For topical use, apply once or twice a week as a skin or hair mask. Remember, small and regular is better than large and rare. At this point, you may ask, can this mix really handle 15 health problems? The truth is yes and no. It cannot replace medicine for severe disease, but it can support the body in many ways. Science shows rosemary and honey target inflammation, oxidative stress, microbes, and circulation. These are root causes of many health issues. That is why one mix touches many areas. It helps brain, heart, skin, joints, liver, and more. Old doctors saw the whole body as one system. Modern science now agrees. Inflammation and oxidative stress connect many diseases, so reducing them helps widely. But what about limitations? We must be honest. Not all studies are large. Some are animal studies, some are small human trials. More research is needed. This does not mean the remedy is false. It means, really, we must be realistic. You can use rosemary and honey as support. Use them alongside a good diet, regular exercise, and, of course, proper sleep. Consult your doctors if you have a chronic illness. This is not about rejecting modern medicine. It is about blending tradition with science. Old doctors worked with what they had. Today, we can respect both old wisdom and new research. Now, imagine this video flow. First, we introduced the story. Then we explained 15 health problems. Now we show how to prepare, how to consume, how to apply, how to stay safe. The audience feels guided. They feel supported. They understand risks and benefits. They see science. They trust the process. They stay engaged. By the end, they feel satisfied. They feel they have learned something practical. They are ready to act. Scene 2. Bringing it all together. We now reach the final part of our journey. You have discovered the wisdom of old doctors. You have seen the science behind rosemary and honey. You have learned how they work together against 15 different health problems. You have also understood how to prepare the mixture, how to use it safely, and how to set realistic expectations. Now it is time to bring everything together, so you leave not just with knowledge, but with a plan you can follow. Think of rosemary and honey as two partners. Rosemary is the strong, protective force. It sharpens the mind, reduces inflammation, and defends against microbes. Honey is the gentle healer. It nourishes, moisturizes, and calms. Together, they create balance. One is stimulating, the other soothing. This balance is why old doctors trusted them so much. They knew that true healing is not just about fighting disease, but about restoring harmony in the body. Modern science now confirms this. Inflammation, oxidative stress, and poor immunity lie at the root of many chronic illnesses. Rosemary and honey target these root causes. That is why they can help memory, pain, digestion, cough, skin, heart, sugar, and more. It is not magic. It is biology. So, how can you use this knowledge today? The answer is simple. Make rosemary and honey a small but regular part of your life. Take 1 teaspoon in the morning with warm water. Take 1 more at night before bed. Use it as a soothing tea during the day. Apply it on your skin once or twice a week. Use it as a hair mask for shine and scalp health. These little steps may not feel dramatic, but over weeks and months, they can build a healthier body and mind. Science shows small daily habits make the biggest difference in the long run. Consistency is power. But remember the cautions too. Never give honey to babies under 1 year. People with diabetes should use only small amounts and monitor their sugar. Pregnant women should not use large amounts of rosemary. Those on strong medicines should consult a doctor. Natural does not mean risk-free. Old doctors were careful. You must be too. Respect the remedy, and it will respect you. Ignore the cautions, and it may bring harm. Balance is key. Now, let us circle back to the deeper meaning. Why are people turning again to remedies like rosemary and honey? Because modern life is full of stress, chemicals, and quick fixes. Many want gentler solutions. They want to feel in control of their health. They want to reconnect with nature. Rosemary and honey offer that connection. They remind us that the earth gives us tools for healing. Old doctors trusted observation. Modern doctors trust research. But both point to the same truth. Nature supports life. As we close, let us leave with clear takeaways. Rosemary and honey may protect the brain, soothe pain, fight infection, calm the stomach, ease coughs, support the heart, balance sugar, heal skin, sharpen focus, improve mood, nourish hair, provide antioxidants, reduce anxiety, support the liver, and restore energy. That is 15 powerful benefits, backed by tradition and supported by science. This simple mix may not cure everything, but it can improve many things. It can make you feel stronger, calmer, and more balanced. And it is easy to use, safe for most people, and affordable. So, here is the final request. If you found value in this journey, please like this video. It helps us share natural health wisdom with more people. Please subscribe to the channel so you do not miss the next discovery. And please share this video with family and friends. Someone you love may benefit from rosemary and honey today. Health is not just personal. It is a gift we pass on. Old doctors shared their knowledge freely. Let us do the same. Spread the wisdom. Stay healthy. Stay natural. And let rosemary and honey remind you that sometimes the simplest things can hold the greatest